Time now for an update from Fox Carolina News and Fox Carolina Weather. Weather rates certified most accurate.
Good afternoon, I'm Cody Alcorn. We do have some breaking news in the weather department about a storm that moved through earlier this week. We'll get to Isaac Williams in just a moment to explain what the National Weather Service just put out. But right now, let's head to foxcarolina.com to see what our afternoon headlines are right now. You can see our top story. The governor lifting occupancy requirements for retail spaces in South Carolina and reopening bowling alleys, also declaring a new state of emergency. Of course, that new state of emergency is just for funding and stuff like that to help out with testing. But the big news is bowling alleys can reopen, but there are guidelines, and they're all right here at foxcarolina.com. And some good news for retail shops. They don't have to count how many people come in and out of their stores now because, again, they have lifted those restrictions. So some good news for retailers across the Palmetto State. And a lot of people weighing in on this one on both sides. Clemson University announcing they are dropping Calhoun's name, renaming it Honors College, and are requesting to rename Tillman Hall. We have a quote from the president here. You can watch the Board of Trustees meeting where this went down. And this follows a petition with more than 20,000 signatures on it that were asking to rename the school there. So again, big news coming out of Clemson. This has been trending on Twitter as well all afternoon. But again, you can read that here at foxcarolina.com. And North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper urging folks who are out protesting to go get tested. They have seen a surge of almost 1,800 cases, folks. That's coming out of North Carolina today. During this news conference, he confirmed 1,768 new cases today alone, bringing the total number in North Carolina to 41,249. And that is at foxcarolina.com. Right now, we do want to bring in meteorologist Isaac Williams. And Isaac, I mentioned that breaking news in the weather department. A tornado confirmed earlier this week.
Yeah, Wednesday night, Cody, a weather service confirming an EF0 tornado with 80-mile-per-hour winds just west of the city of Gray Court. There were some trees that were down. Thankfully, we hadn't heard of any injuries or anything like that. It was a very brief touchdown. No formal warning was in effect. So hopefully the property damage was at a minimum. Didn't impact a lot of people. It was an active Wednesday afternoon. Thankfully, we are going to be looking at some much nicer conditions into the rest of this evening. Temperatures will be in the 80s, and of course after sunset falling through the 70s and into the 60s. Across the mountains, we're likely to fall a little faster with a mostly clear sky out there with highs tomorrow about the same into the 80s, around 83 degrees. Friday's forecast on repeat. That's some good news because changes moving in here Sunday. We'll have that forecast coming up on the 4 and 5 o'clock news, as well as your Fox Carolina News tonight at 10 and 11. And we also have it in our Fox Carolina News app and on our social media pages.